Hello everybody and welcome back to Total Warhammer the Vampire Counts playthrough. Now I apologise for it being so long, it has been a while. Been trying to work on a few other things for the channel, but I wanted to jump back into this now as I was enjoying the game so much. So where are we? Well, the north has been secured by Skullgave von Karstein. He's reclaimed Essen, and Betjefen has been taken over by the Talabekland. So north should be safe for now. So now we are carrying on into the Wizenland, and Manfred is ready to hopefully stomp all over Gretz. Forgot my pronunciation is so bad in this. Grenstad. That's as good as you're going to get. Right, so we're going to jump straight into it. We should have this one, but we will fight it. Just to get back into the swing of things and to give you guys a battle in the first episode back. Okay, so we're on to the field. Winds of Magic. I'm happy with that. To be honest, I don't really use magical attacks too often, so that's not a problem. 21 is plenty. We've certainly had worse, we've certainly had better. Right. I need to get reacquainted with our army. So they're going to be on a hill. So we're going to try and funnel them to one side. Our Grave Guard, as usual, in one big group. Our Grave Guard with great weapons. Going to go on an epic mission round the side. Siegfried and Manfred.
The summoning begins.
Are going to.
It is time.
We're going to spread out, supporting the army on either flanks. And then our Black Knights are going to go with the Grave Guards on a flanking mission. Who's this? Why are you left there? That's not right. Get with the rest of your men. You can slack off today. Okay, ready to start then. And as we suspected, they are right on top of the hill. Let's just have a quick look at what we're going to be up against. So, normal crossbow, halberdiers, more halberdiers, crossbows, all these cavalry, pistoliers. It's a new type of troop we'll be facing, swordsmen. Hopefully now we've upgraded to these Grave Guard, are going to be more than a match for them. More halberdiers, crossbows.
Sigma!
Oleg and Ralph. Oh, they're two heroes. Okay, well they're not going to move, are they? Right, well let's get moving.
Address thee as master.
To begin with, let's try and stay out the range of their crossbows. Yeah, they're all walking, good. Alright, Grave Guard. If you go around there. No need to run. And cavalry. If you go around the side, let's speed it up a bit. Right, this has just been made a hell of a lot tougher by the luck of the draw. They've got a pretty big... I mean, as hills go, that's really not the optimum fighting position for us. I can't see any way around it. I mean, we could send smaller groups, but... I just feel they're going to get overwhelmed if we split them up. So honestly, I think our only choice is to march straight up that hill and hope we keep them distracted enough to get the Black Knights and this one unit of Grave Guards round the back. This would be the favourite up through this valley and hit them in the rear. we're going to have to do it quickly. These grave guards, maybe we can use them as almost a diversion within a diversion? Diverception? Sure. So if we can get them, if we can draw some troops this way, it might be a second distraction force to allow that cavalry to get back. We're probably going to have to sacrifice them completely. But that's the only way I can see of doing it. This cavalry, let's get them up on this hill before we start moving. Alright, go back to normal speed. Alright. This is inevitable, really. Up that hill you go. You see, they've spotted already the flanking force. If this is the force that this unit of grave guards over here, if we can get them to engage, and the force they've put to sort of bat off our cavalry initially will hopefully be engaged. There's so much that could go wrong with this battle.
Spells may be overcast to increase their potency, my lord.
There really
Yet
is.
I advise caution.
Where's the
Channeling
back of,
so much
back of the
raw
maps
magic
there?
at once brings a risk of
That's a
disaster.
problem. Oh, whatever. I'm sure you're telling me of my impending doom, but everything's still in our favour. There's Manfred on his epic mount. Well, not quite epic yet. I think that comes later on. I don't know what his epic is actually. We shall find out together at some point, I hope. Right. Yeah, didn't expect them to. Yeah, I've moved these two guys too early. Right, just stay here. Cavalry, move to the top of this hill slowly. Right, all you guys need to at least be in front of Manfred. That's the wrong. That speed up time not quite much. I am rusty already. Right. So our first mistake, which has been moving those swordsmen up the hill too early, has meant we now are faced with a much tougher force to face our flanking force. But does, on the plus side, mean less looking down at on the hill at us. You know, this really could go either way. Don't know till we engage who's going to have the superior troops, but that really doesn't matter when we've got this beast of a hill to get up. I mean, round the back could have been an option, but they'd be firing on us the whole time. I feel this is what we must do. Okay. Cavalry. Keep moving forward a little bit. Let's get this. Oh, they're moving back. Good. Alright. Everybody apart from Manfred is running. That's what we want. Oh, we have cavalry coming down. Oh, they're coming down to meet us. I don't do this often. Just this once because I'm rusty. I don't want to muck this up. Those guys there, Manfred into the cavalry. You guys are going to stay where you are and let them come down the hill at us. This could be to our advantage. Let's move these guys over there. Right, cavalry. Now is your time to move completely round the back. Right, coming down the hill to face us. Let's break up there. Let's break up into there. Try and get through the middle to the spearman. There, run out of troops. That's not good. Magician. That's what I'm going to call him. Manfred, you stay there with one unit. You're going to come back and help. Alright. Let's get those guys into action. So our left flank is vulnerable. Manfred, what have you got for us? I don't know what these laws are. I've never seen them before. Spirit Leech. Sounds good. Fireball in his bloody face. He's getting well stuck in there. Oh, that's the... yeah. That's the wrong guy. He sent a fireball. Wow. There's quite some range on him. Wow. He's just kept going. I mean, that was a mistake, but it's a mistake that's kind of worked. That's who I wanted. Magical damage, yeah. Sounds good. Fire away. The micros really not help me again. Black Knight's taking massive amount of damages. Let's get at least one into the rear. It's all happening too fast for me at the moment. Alright, cavalry. We've seen them off. Down to there. Black Knights. Straight into the swordsman. So line off first, get yourself back in formation. Here we go. It's going well, those swordsmen are being crunched. That's what we want. How's Manfred doing? Oh my god, they're miles away. Manfred is literally just chasing one unit pistoliers across the map. Particularly useful. Black Knights back out a bit. I feel these should be able to deal with the halberdiers. Okay. Let's get these off. Oh, okay. I guess I was kind of worrying for nothing. It's a city, so it doesn't really matter what happens. But, hey, we may as well grab some free XP for our knights while we're here. Manfred, you get off someone as well. Who's over this way? Manfred, you chase down these archers. They're doing nothing for some reason. And you crash into there. You guys crash over here. You guys over there. I don't know if you noticed, I've always done this with Total Wars. When you're chasing people down at the end, I like to reform my infantry. I used to do a thing in Rome where I would send like one unit off to destroy everybody, and then I would line my troops up like a see if I can demonstrate. See if I can do it here. Like a guard of honor. I used to find it quite funny. Let's have him at there, and Manfred. Now Manfred needs to be riding through. And let's get. I kind of want to chase him down, but I don't really want to. You finish those guys in. Whilst we have this guard of honor being made. It's just kind of one of those little things. Rome was... I know so many people hated it, and to be honest, rightly to begin with, because it was in such a bad state. But it just got better and better. They did, despite what a lot of people say, they did fix the majority of issues. But it was... you know, the first real step into the next gen, and the graphics and the character models and everything were to such a higher standard that what Total War has always been great at is just creating these spectacles and these boyhood dreams of many people of fighting these big armies. And it's just things like this that just make it so much fun. So what you would do, as an example here, you just make them narrow enough. There we go. I don't know if I'll have enough time. I don't think I've done it early enough. Where are they going there? There. There. Kind of works. Manfred at the head.
Sylvania rules the night. Hearken to my will.
Manfred, if you could hurry up. I'm on a tight schedule here, mate.
By Van Hell's will.
I don't know if I have time to do it with Manfred. So you might get there in time, hopefully. Yeah, you will. Okay. Right, so you pause it. So Manfred, you're going to... Whoops. Manfred, you're going here. First unit of horses. Now, the thing you've really got to do with this is make sure that they are lining up in the same direction and the same formation. It is also narrow enough, otherwise they just spread out and it looks a mess. You know, if you're going to do this, you're going to do it properly. There we go. Who's the third one? Third group. There you go. Right. God, I want to be informed for their bloodied hero as he travels through. Troops standing to attention. Manfred giving them a rousing battle speech. Whoops. Go to like some of the grave guards. They watch their mighty cavalry charging through after a triumphant battle. Although they probably don't have any emotions because they're mindless skeletons, but you know what I mean. Had a bit more motion. It'd probably have a bit more motion if it was the dwarves or the, you know, the gyrocopters going through. Oh, perfect timing. There you go. Decisive victory. So yeah, it's probably something I won't be doing every video or every battle. It's something with Rome I did do quite often after a big battle, especially when you have like 40 units all lined up with the cavalry moving through. Nice little bit of role playing. So we have captured Grenstout. We're going to occupy it. Follow again, treasurer. Income from vampire crypts and vampire keeps increased. Trickster's Shard, ability Trickster's Shard. Okay, so rebuild. I don't really need a unit producing. I don't need either of these, so we'll get rid of those. We're currently in minus. Oh, that's what. Yeah, that was the problem before, wasn't it? We were kind of stalled up in terms of being able to make anything. In terms of units, because we were in minus and we had a bit of cash from settling a peace treaty up here or something, I seem to remember. So we're going to hold here. We have our 2 scouts up ahead, and they don't seem to have much resistance at all. Is there anything? That's straight into the Empire. So these are 2 other settlements. So there's definitely no armies up there. Let's move our scouts back just to double check this direction. Nothing in Pizzledorf.
What?
I'm going to send him off towards what's bad to double check. I don't see any need to bring this army down just yet. Essen can be upgraded. Income. Yeah, that'll get us in the positive. Gives a bit more security. Right, let's end the turn.
Does the Heldenhammer know what wretched creatures hath sired in its stead?
Already want a peace treaty. I don't have much hope, do they? No. We need this land really to give us a bit of security and give us the resources needed to really, truly make a charge for world domination. Yeah, we didn't assassinate them. I didn't really want that sword anyway. We're not for trinkets, us vampires. We aren't those foolish dwarven folk. Right, where was... I need to check where these armies are first.
On way.
They've got to have one left. Yeah.
Not likely.
Yes, they got a big force over here with Eben the Ironclad. So we have a couple of choices really. We can take this as a normal attritional war where we make sure we build each step of the way, or we can just go straight for that army, maybe taking Averheim on the way. Nuln is obviously the ultimate prize. It is also furthest away. Right, well let's see what we're building first. So we want resource buildings. Corruption, income, growth, income. I don't think we can be able to trade much, but I mean it's the same income, bit of public order. Yeah, we haven't got many resource producing buildings. You never know, we might be able to strike a treaty with someone at some point. And growth is going to be important in this region. So those two. What's the public order like? -12. Change per turn is going to be 0. As soon as we move this army out, we're going to be in a huge minus position. Is Essen secure enough? Still at -4. Gonna give us, yeah. Domain. So we need to wait. A bit. I think we're gonna have to play the waiting game initially. I don't really have a choice. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yes.
He's got an upgrade. Replenishment rate would be pretty useful, especially as we've got this horrible situation where whenever we're going into enemy lands, I know we can do something with the agents to spread corruption before we get there, but
I thirst.
I haven't quite looked into it yet. Modifies growth -20. I don't really want to destroy this lands too much because this is going to need to be our spring base, because it's not going to be long before the chaos start coming down. Let's go to the map. See, this is our predicament at the moment. The chaos, I think they were striking their way over here somewhere, it looked like. Maybe not, they've just sort of, yeah, they're as far as here. We've already seen their agents and a couple of armies. That's the wrong. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so we need to take this land. This is going to give us a nice wide front over here. To be able to, I mean, the dwarves is inevitable. Greenskins we should be alright with. And the Empire, it's only going to be a matter of time before we come under their scrutiny. I think our last plan was to try and go south. But the dwarves have they're a massive confederacy now. In these mountains. And then we've got another 2 factions of dwarves below us. So we're going to need a lot of resources and a lot of armies to really be effective. So, Wisland it is. So we're going to wait up another turn. Technology research, standard bearers. There is a distinct lack of able and willing bodies to join your forces for the ongoing wars. Your press gangers, recruits, or straight up kidnappers are struggling to find volunteers. Our methods may be unconventional, but they get the job done. Do you wish to be immortal, young man? Well, follow me. We have a problem.
I refuse.
A big ass army is headed straight for our lands.
This meant to be important.
So we're going to have to move him down to Templehof much earlier than planned. This is also risky. He can't get there in force marched. I think we need to move him anyway. I don't think they're going to be able to get far enough to ambush. Excuse me. A little bit of wind there. Okay.
Darkness comes.
Manfred. Get himself a nice upgrade. We were making him the ultimate fighting machine, from what I remember. Which is this tree? Yeah. So Devastating Charge is the only one left on there. Bloodlust. Should be the next one available, hopefully. Okay. I think we're going to end this episode here. We have moved our borders forward a little bit to Grenstad. I'm a bit irritated by these two. That means we're not linked up properly. I know you can, I'm sure you can resettle them, but I need to work out how, because I was having problems with that before. So I shall look into that. Because once this war is done, hopefully, might be counting a few too many chickens just yet, but once this war's done, then we can hopefully resettle these two to give us a bit more breathing room and a coherent border. But this is what we really need to deal with pretty quickly. Skullgave on Carstein is not a master of general, but he does have some very experienced troops. This army,
no.
I reckon we can deal with it. If we can get a garrison to help out in open field, it will be a tough one, but next time we shall deal with this army and plan our next move for Manfred. Once this is dealt with, I'm pretty sure we can steamroll quite a lot of this fairly simply. So this should hopefully be back as a regular series now. Days for Let's Plays are going to be Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. I'm also going to be starting, which will probably already be out by now, a new campaign on the Call of Beastmen DLC. Whether it's the grand campaign or the little story campaign, I'm not sure yet, but that'll also be running as well on. The plan is probably an episode of each on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It might mix around a bit, but there will always be one Total War episode on a Tuesday, Thursday or Saturday. So if you did enjoy the video, have got any advice of how to conquer the rest of the Wizened Lands territories, or maybe where we shall go beyond that, then do let me know in the comment section down below. That would be cool. If you want to keep up to date with all the latest Total War series on my channel, or have a look at some of the other content, you can always hit that subscribe button. That would be awesome and means the world. So for this time, thank you very much for watching. They are so OP and easily the coolest. Oops! Didn't do that. Easily the coolest units in the game. Although a Wookiee on a Walker is pretty close, I must say. Oh, I don't know what's. There's so much going on. I just can't take it all in. Whoa! Blow it up.
There's a B-52 that just went past and something got dropped in.
Did it? They're coming out the swamp.
Are they?
They are indeed.
God.
I mean, there is a down B-52 there.
It's not a B-52.
I accept his offering.
I don't know.
If you have torn my uniform, I will be very angry.
That's a Spitfire.
That?
No, it's not.
It's a Spitfire
It's
or
Japanese
a Mustang
plane.
or something.